Expensive civet coffee is actually made from animal dung. Civet coffee is made from civet cats that eat ripe coffee cherries and excrete undigested beans. Fermentation reduces the bitterness. These coffee beans, which look like feces, have become one of the most expensive coffees in the world. Civet coffee originates from Indonesia, where the civet cats are omnivores and eat very little. Natural coffee beans are expensive, and the finished product costs 2 to 3 times more. Wild civet coffee is produced in under 500 kilograms per year, not enough to meet demand. Later, Indonesians started capturing and caging civets in small spaces. Ripe coffee cherries are hand-picked and fed to the civets. Though omnivores, in captivity, they are mainly fed coffee to produce more civet coffee. After the civet excretes the coffee beans, workers collect and wash them. The beans are then separated, cleaned, and any attached feces are removed. Once cleaned, the beans are spread on shallow trays, dried under the sun, and then roasted to develop their unique flavor. This rare coffee is highly sought after by the wealthy due to its unique production process. The rectangular chocolate is mixed with sugar and cream into smooth truffle filling. Then it's cut into round chocolate cores, gliding along the conveyor belt to continue their journey. The truffle is coated with chocolate through tempering, cooling to 25 degrees Celsius, then reheating to 30 degrees Celsius. Skipping this causes the chocolate to turn white, sticky, and lose its flavor. Once the outer chocolate hardens, white chocolate is poured and shaken. The conveyor removes excess chocolate to ensure each piece has a consistent weight.
Each truffle is hand-decorated, with no machine replacement yet. This is the busiest area in the factory.
The 12 chocolate flavors are complete and move to packaging. Scanners locate the chocolates and send data to robotic arms. Guided by lasers, the robots quickly pick and place the chocolates into trays accurately. Despite advanced technology, over 100 workers are still needed to pack these chocolates. The mixing room has melted the chocolate and started producing chocolate bars. The melted chocolate is the key ingredient. The crackers are placed on a 30-meter high rack, rotating on the second floor before returning to the production line. The filling is spread on cocoa and sugar-based crackers. The machine then places a filled cracker on top of another and adds a plain cracker on top. The 3-layered cracker is completed and cut. Robotic arms transfer the cut crackers to another conveyor belt. Chocolate is poured into molds, and the machine places crackers on top. The laser device detects and removes any chocolate bars without crackers. Then, the chocolate is coated, and the bar is almost complete.
Workers perform a final check on the chocolate bars. Those that meet the standard continue, while the rejected ones are recycled. Since machines can't accurately detect flaws, this process is done manually.
The packaging room operates 24 hours a day, packing 3.5 million chocolate bars. Finished products are packed into bags and undergo a final check to ensure there are no errors. The brewery in England has a 244-year history, holds 70% of the market share, and produces 350 million cans annually. Let's explore the production process. All beers require 4 main ingredients: water, hops, yeast, and barley. Everything starts with barley, which undergoes a malting process to alter its chemical composition. Barley is soaked for over 40 hours, increasing its water content threefold, promoting sprouting. The short shoots are transferred to a germination box to develop under the right temperature. Finally, they are dried for 21 hours to halt the malting process. After 6 days, the malt is ready, and mashing begins. The malt is crushed into powder by a mill with 128 hammers spinning at 1500 RPM, turning the malt into tiny particles. Next, the malt powder is mixed with water at 66.5 degrees Celsius. The water breaks down the starch into sugar. After 60 minutes, all the starch has been converted into sugar, completing the malt mash process. Hops add aroma and bitterness to beer, while acting as a preservative. The malt mixture is boiled with hops for 40 minutes to release the aroma and kill bacteria. Yeast converts sugars into alcohol and CO2. A 0.2 milliliter vial of yeast grows quickly in 6 months to meet the brewery's demand. 19 giant fermentation tanks hold malt syrup, each producing over 700,000 litres of beer. The mixture ferments for 5 days, where yeast turns sugars into alcohol and CO2. After 11 days and 22 hours, the brewing process is complete, but the beer is not yet drinkable. The beer passes through a filtration system to remove excess proteins and yeast. It is then canned. Empty cans are moved onto a conveyor, scanned and cleaned before the beer is filled. The can washer removes dust and contaminants. The rotary fills 165 cans in 5.5 seconds. The packaging machine fills 1,850 cans per minute, producing 350 million cans annually. The beer is pasteurized at 60 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes, ensuring a 9-month shelf life, and is sold worldwide. Everyone has eaten beef, but have you tried this kind? Touching it will make it twitch more, as the nerves and muscle tissue haven't fully died yet. This is a natural reaction of extremely fresh beef. When the beef is still active, workers quickly remove the membrane and grind it into minced meat, ready to be made into a unique dish. At the factory, special spices are added to the minced meat, mixed well before being sent to the automatic filling workshop. The machine lays out the dough, applies oil, wraps the meat filling, rolls it into a long shape, then cuts and flattens it into even pieces. The delicious beef-filled pastries are ready,